Hello, traders. What I have for you today is the stock of Moderna and why I think we've seen a capitulation bottom and this could be a long term bottom. And I'll make my case now. All right, so now what you see over here is the weekly chart and the volume on top. So the requirement for capitulation is a lot of panic selling. So that would typically mean a drastic drop in price supported by volume. Now, and that's exactly what we have here. Let me make this log. There you go. So now you can see in November, we had a 15% and another 20%. So that is an insane amount of panic selling, which came on the back of a news event. So sentiment is terrible, and that is how bottoms form because everyone that had to sell has sold. This was on the back of disappointing earnings and also the whole RFK Jr. Getting nominated. So, irrespective of what the catalyst is, this is capitulation, and you can see that in the volume. Big volume bars, right? If I just quickly, there you go, you can see that there. So, this amount of volume was seen just once, twice, and then back in 2020 and 21. So very rare amount of volume, which marks panic selling. Then again, we got another instance of capitulation, which was last week when they reduced their guidance. And I think people started to buy on the whole bird flu thing. So this was the final shake off to new lows, which was again supported by a crazy amount of volume, which again says that this amount of transfer that is taking place of shares, clearly someone's the dumb money and clearly someone's the smart money here. So we would like to assume when a stock is down 70, 80%, smart money is buying and dumb money is selling. So I think that's just capitulation from that aspect. If we look at the RSI, this is insanely oversold. The stock. This is not a penny stock. It should not be treated like other biotech stocks. This is a solid company with solid prospects. Yes, things are not as rosy as initially expected. That is true, which is why the stock has dropped. But again, there's a certain limit to it. And we can now start to see an RSI divergence, which was seen a couple times in history, which marked major bottoms. So you can see back here, we got an RSI divergence. Let me zoom in a little bit. You can see that there. And there you go. You had that lower low with divergence that marked a big bottom. And another time we saw that is down here. You had the stock was going down hard. It continued to bleed lower on divergence, and that marked a bottom in the sense that the stock did not go lower for a very long time. It just went sideways. So that was a time wise correction, more than a price wise, but we still got a nice 30% pop. So now we're seeing the same thing again. It was insanely oversold, and now we're starting to see you can see a lower low, and we're seeing a divergence. So I think this is it. Is it possible? Is it possible to revisit the lows? Yes, of course. Um, but to break to new lows seems unlikely. Now, how fast does it go up? How fast does it turn around? How far up does it go? We don't know that. All we can say is it's quite unlikely it's going lower. So, from an investment point of view, this is a good time to buy. From a trading point of view, it is possible this could be a V bottom and it continues to go higher, but that's not the point. The point is just it's pretty beaten down and it's unlikely it's going to head lower from here. All right, I'll leave it at that. Thank you, and please feel free to leave your comments down below.